Hey friends, it's Pastor Dave, and I'm here, and it's Wednesday, which means it's time for a story. And today's story is a lot of fun. It is almost time for National Scribble Day. That's this coming Saturday. And so today's story is about that. It's called Never Let a Unicorn Scribble. It's written and illustrated by someone whose name is Diane Alber. And it is a fun story that I hope will give you some ideas on ways to make art. Let's listen. I recently got a pet unicorn. I know, it's hard to believe, but it's true. And everyone keeps telling me, never let a unicorn scribble. Why would anyone say such a thing? I mean, unicorns can run on rainbows. So why can't they scribble? I thought if I gave her just one crayon, what could go wrong? Well, I'll tell you, she ate it. Now, my favorite bright pink crayon was traveling to the belly of my unicorn. This is probably why people are saying unicorns should never scribble, because they eat crayons. Then it occurred to me, maybe unicorns don't know how to use crayons. So, I gathered all of my crayons and I started to scribble. I made a blue scribble, a pink scribble, a yellow scribble, and even a crazy scribble. Now, she could see how crayons worked. I thought I would give her another chance to scribble. I took out a teal crayon, and I placed it right in front of her. And she ate half of it. Oh, boy. Listen to me, unicorn. We do not eat crayons. We draw with them. But then I realized a unicorn couldn't hold a crayon like I could. Maybe that's why she was eating them. I had an idea. Maybe if I tied a few crayons to her horn, that would help her scribble. Well, within seconds, glitter scribbles started shooting out like water from a fire hose. Sparkling rainbow scribbles were everywhere. They were on the floor, on the ceiling, on the walls. They were even on my lamp. I've been begging my mom to redecorate my room for a while now, but I don't think this is what she had in mind. Then I heard a noise down the hall. This was it. I was going to be in so much trouble. I popped out of my room and I blocked the door. Before my mom could say anything, I started to explain the mess she was about to see. Well, it all started when I had heard to never let a unicorn scribble, but I had to find out why. So I gave my unicorn a crayon, and then she ate it. Then I tried to teach her to scribble, but then she ate another crayon. So I tied the crayons to her horn, and boy, was that horn magical. The scribbles started shooting out like a water fountain, and they were so sparkly, but it made such a mess, and I'm sorry. My mom peeked around the corner and smiled. You didn't make a mess. You made a glowing masterpiece. When I turned around, all the scribbles were right on my easel. Not on the ceiling, not on the walls, not on my lamp. They were all on one big piece of paper, and it was the most amazing art ever. All this time, people wanted to stop unicorns from scribbling. It could be because they eat crayons or because it's so messy. But if my unicorn had never scribbled, she would have never learned how to make this masterpiece. So the next time you hear a unicorn shouldn't scribble, just remember, all great art starts with a scribble. And even unicorns have to start somewhere. The end. But look at this book. It says it's the end, but check this out. There are so many blank pages in this book. I think that the people who put this book together think that it would be a good idea for some scribbling to take place. And so that got me to remembering a time when my daughter was little. This was a long time ago, probably before you and maybe even your parents were born. But we used to play a game. Whenever we were in a place where we would have to wait, we would have some paper like this. Sometimes it was a restaurant, sometimes it was church, but we would be waiting and we would take a piece of paper and then one of us would draw one line, maybe a line like this. See that line there? Then it would be the other person's turn. And so the other person would have to draw something using that line. And so maybe if my daughter gave me this, then I would take my pen and I would go like this. Can you tell what I'm drawing here? I'll bet you can, because I bet you know what this is. This is Pastor Dave's attempt to draw a very happy turtle. And this is how we play the game. One of us would draw a line, and then the other one of us would turn it into something. And that helped us to just pass the time together. I don't know if you're with somebody today or another day and you are looking for something to do, but that's a fun game. And it helps us to use our imagination, and it helps us to spend time with people we love. And even now, my own granddaughters, they live far away. I haven't seen them in a long time, but we play that game on the internet together. Just the other day, we did a woman in the moon instead of a man in the moon. I'm happy to see you. I hope that you have fun on National Scribble Day. And maybe you can send me a picture of something that you make. Until we see each other again, I'll be waiting here, and I'll look forward to our next time together. Goodbye now.